Hi everyone. Well, I'm here today to share with you a project that I've been working on, and this is actually for special friends, and by the time that you guys see this video I have already given it to her, and she is here in Chicago visiting all the way from Australia. So I'm so excited, and I have created this little package for her, and I hope that she likes it. So what you see in front of you is the products that I used. So I actually I made the project for her, and I also made a card. So with the card I used the card background, the summer fair from Tilda. That's a Tilda paper, and it's from Panduro is the distributor. So I actually got this from mysofrerose.com. Hi Amy. So she's one of the sellers, retailers here in the United States. So I made the card using this. The box that I made, that I altered, I used this paper pad, the Winter Memories. I used a couple of sheets from here. And then for the packaging and also for the card, I used All That Is Spring. So let me go ahead and show you what I did. Now, I've been inspired to do this project. I've been in Embellishments making mood, and I've seen so many people doing swaps, a pocket full of embellishments. And I believe this was started from Tammy, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be, I'm not sure. But I know so many people have been doing it that I went ahead and I said, let me go ahead and do one too. So here is what I came up with, and I just love it. It's a little bit wet still because I just finished it. Here is my pocket full of embellishments, and I love it. I love how it came out. And you already see the name. That's gonna be the recipient. Hi Ida. So okay, let me take out everything that I have here and show you the inside. So I believe I did a haul video on where I got this. It looks, I believe it's like a letter holder or mail holder, and I bought it from the Goodwill, and it was a purple color for 99 cents. So I went ahead and covered everything. I covered the inside. See, I covered everything. You can see right there. The front, the sides, the bottom. We'll get to that later because there's some bling in the bottom too, and the back. So I used Mod Podge to cover the whole box. Then I had this alligator tail trim. It's in light pink. So I went ahead and I added it around the edge to finish it off, all around, on the sides, on the bottom. Just finished it off. So everything, all of the corners is covered. Then I went back and I used, on the sides, I used white 4mm flat back pearls. But before I added the pearls, I went ahead and I used my modeling paste, and I added this burlap design, and that's from Tim Holtz, and it looks like this. It looks like that. So that's what I did on the sides and on the front here, and the side here too. So after it dried, I went ahead and I started covering it. So I used here this beautiful Venice trim that I purchased from Lace Mama on eBay, and I just threaded pink ribbon through it, and then on each flower I alternated by adding a piece of bling or pearl on each flower. And then I added two trims right here. This one's from Michael's. I had a very little piece left, and then this is that I purchased from Lavish Laces. And then there's my favorite bling trim that I like to use, and that's what I cut up to put here. And then I did the same thing here as the bottom. I added the Venice trim with ribbon threaded through, and then bling on each, bling or a pearl in the middle center of each flower. So and then I added the 4mm pearls on the sides, not on the bottom, but I did do it on the back. And the paper that I used to cover this is actually Winter Memories. I used Winter Memories from Tilda, the Tilda paper. And then here in the front, these are clay flowers that I've had in my stash for a very long time, and I bought these, I believe, from Oriental Trading years ago. So I did a cluster here. These are my resin pieces, my resin leaves. Here's a little bling, and then there's another bling right there. Then here, this is a banner that I made, and these pieces are from Yellow Bicycle, and it was at Michael's. They're canvas stickers from Little Yellow Bicycle. I purchased this long time ago in clearance, so I finally used it. They only had 2 of them that were scalloped, so I alternated scallop with a plain one. Then I used my punch, and this is, I believe, from Fiskars. Then this is a stamp that I used from Recollections of Vintage Romance. I spelled out her name, and then I used my 3/4 of an inch circle punch, and I just popped it on pop dots. So it's on twine, and then in between each letter I did a double punch of little butterflies, and it's a Martha Stewart punch that looks like this, like that. And I just doubled it up, and then I added stickles. I also added stickles on the clay flowers. And then here I finished it off by adding a butterfly, and so I added a Venice butterfly, and I added bling right there. And then here on this corner, I just love this corner, how it came out. And I'm not sure if this is Wild Orchid Crafts. I purchased this off of a Facebook group. So I love the tone of it. It goes so well with the paper. And then here's a piece of bling. And then here's a leaf. And this is actually trim that I purchased from Artie Store, One Little Dreamer on Zibbits. And this beautiful cluster right here is from a spray that Anna gifted me in our swap, in our embellishment book swap. And it looks like this. I love it. So I cut a piece of it and I just put it there because I thought it would look beautiful there. So, and then at the bottom, what I did at the bottom is, I added stickles on all the flowers and on the leaf as well. Then in the bottom, I punched out the images from the paper as well. And it's the Winter Memories. And then I used glass marbles that I have picked up at the Dollar Tree. It's like a nice circle. And then on each marble, I added some bling. So even the feet is blinged out. And it just sparkles so much. Oh my gosh, I just love this. I am so proud of this project that I made. I really do hope that Ida loves it because I worked hard on this. So, and then the embellishments that I've been working on along with the box, I packaged them like this, and I was actually inspired to package this by Rosanna. Hi Rosanna, she's Creative Zoe here on YouTube. So I like this idea on packaging them, and so I went ahead and I scrap lifted that. Thank you. And the paper that I use for the packaging is All That Spring from Tilda as well. And this flower I made, and this is a trim from Hobby Lobby, and it's ruffled. So what I did is I folded it in half, glued it onto a circle, and then in between I added this trim, cut up into little petals, and I sporadically added it there. And then there's some pearls with bling in the center. This is a ribbon flower that I made using the wired ribbon. And I folded it in half, pulled the ribbon, pulled the wire to scrunch up the ribbon, and that's how you get that shape. And then I added eyelash trim on there as well, pearls and a bling. There's one of my bomb flowers. And then I added a resin piece that she can use on a project. Then this one, this is something, if you follow me on Facebook, you probably saw a picture of some altered hearts that I made. And this is one of those EK Success heart punches. So what I did is I punched out 5 pieces of cardstock to make it thick. So I punched out 5 pieces of cardstock and then an image. And this is from the Anna Lee paper from Prima. So I used up the scraps from when I made my embellishment book. And then here's some resin pieces and a word bead. And the word bead you could find at Michael's. They cost $9.99 a box. And it's very hard to find. I mean, every time I go to Michael's, I never find them anymore. So, but yeah, they cost $9.99, so take a coupon. And then here is another resin piece that I made, and then I just put together and added some bling. I showed you this before as well, another resin piece. And then here is one of those bottle caps that I picked up from Tuesday morning, those flower bottle caps, and then I just added beads and crystals and seed beads and a little bling piece that I've had in my stash. So she could either use this in the center of a flower, handmade flower, or on another project. So that's, so yeah, same packaging, all that spring. Then here's this one. I showed you this piece already, my previous video, another bomb flower. This is something I have put together that she can use. And then here's another altered hearts. Love it. And it though has a word bead that says hug. And then some mulberry flowers and one of the flowers from my flea market finds. So that goes there. And then here's another handmade flower. I used a trim from Hobby Lobby. These are doilies that I have picked up from Nika's store. She's Simply Shimmery Scraps here on YouTube. Hi Nika. And she has a Zibbit shop also called Simply Shimmery Scraps. And then this is actually a vintage earring that I had purchased from one of my flea market trips. And then I just added bling, a few pieces of bling in the center. And then here's some more altered resin pieces. And then a bomb flower. So that goes there. And then here is another altered flower bottle cap, and I put a black butterfly with a crystal center. And then all of them here has some black, gray, white pearls. The seed beads is black, like a frosted white and silver, and then some bling pieces. And then here's a vintage image and some resin pieces. So that goes there. Okay, so then this is another one that I made for her. Here is one of my hearts, paper hearts, if it focuses. Okay. A word bead from Michael's, a trim from Walmart I purchased a long time ago. Then here is one of my acrylic flowers with some bling in the center, a mini cameo. Here's another heart. That one I added lavish laces trim, some bling pieces right there, 4mm flat back pearls, a word bead, some eyelash trim, and flowers, flower with leaves from my flea market finds. Here is an altered bottle cap, an image that I purchased off of Etsy. And then this one is one of those, another flower bottle caps that I added a cameo piece with its frame, bling frame, and then some beads. You see there, and some seed beads in various colors, and then some bling. And then I finished it off here with a little cameo piece that she can use. So this is how it looks now, everything all put together. I just hope she likes it. I love it. I do. I love this. I'm so happy. Okay, so and then the card, I did another crisscross card. And I used the paper from the Summer Fair card background. And the images on the card is from the All That Spring. From All That Is Spring paper. So those are the cutouts that I used to make this card, and I just love how it came out. It's different from all my other previous cards. So this is how it looks like. I love it. So this is from the card background. I had to use 2 sheets because to get it this way, or else one of them would have been upside down. And then here's the back. You see, so if I would have cut it from here and then flipped this over, this section right here would have been upside down. So I had to use 2 sheets. Cut one this way, use this one, and then cut one this way, and then do this one. So that's what I did. And I just love it. And there's my stamp. Then I added this trim from Walmart. Love it. And then I added some pink flat back pearls. Here is a doily from the Paper Bag Lady. Here is one of my resin pieces in the background. It's a round one, a scalloped. Then this is the little die cuts that I got from the All That Is Spring paper pad. So there's one, and then this one is popped up on Pop-Dots. And then here I added Friends. This is a flower, mulberry flower, that I purchased off of a Facebook group. These are flowers, organza flowers that I purchased from the flea market, and the same little rosebuds. And I just curled the stems just to give it some interest. I just love it how it came out. And then the card pulls out like that. And this also, I used the Summer Fair background, the card background. So all I need to do is just write my sentiments, and it is all done and ready to give. So I'm excited. This is what I've created for Ida. Hi Ida, hope you like what I've created for you. And everyone, thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, bye.